Is that better? No. Okay. I have officially watched it. The 16 and some odd seconds, 16 minutes, some odd seconds of the live stream video of the white nationalist terrorist shooter in New Zealand. And by some reports, there's more than one shooter. I watched another video of a mosque. I can't verify if this is what it was, if it was that other mosque in New Zealand and there were 2 shooters there and they had a bomb. I think they detonated like 3 bombs. But less people died over there. 7 people died over there. And like 40-something people died in the video that I watched. The 16-minute one. So, yeah, my reaction. My God. Yeah. That is effed up. First of all, how did I even find the video? Because you cannot find it on YouTube. You cannot find it on Facebook. I went to my old stomping grounds. 4chan. I used to be on 4chan all the time. Like the art section. And like the section of people that like Bob Ross, you know. But there's this section of 4chan and then when people say 4chan, they're probably referring to this section of 4chan. It's called Politically Incorrect, and it's full of people who want to use the N-word with the hard ER, and they just want to be as politically incorrect and edgy as possible, and you know, mostly trolls. But these days a lot of people aren't really trolling, and that's how I found the video. I found 2 copies. That's how I found all the videos that I watched today. It wasn't hard. Just go there and scroll, you'll find it. I don't recommend watching it. This guy is a white nationalist, and he says in his manifesto, which by the way, you know, some reporters are saying his manifesto is a, can I say the word? S-post? I don't know if I can say the word on YouTube. You know, ish post. That is a little troll. He's like the, you know, biggest troll in history. And, you know, that's why, you know, the whole involving PewDiePie, they're saying that he says, remember to subscribe to PewDiePie because it is, double-speak code for white nationalists. It's like a salute to one another. You know how, like, people are like, oh, this is how Illuminati people say hi to each other? Subscribe to PewDiePie is supposedly that same concept, and that's because PewDiePie made some anti-Semitic remarks a few months ago, and he used the N-word with a hard ER a few months ago, so maybe he's their spokesperson or something. PewDiePie has apologized for those things, by the way, but it doesn't remove the fact that he did it. It doesn't remove the fact that he might be being used as a symbol for racist. And bringing Candace Owens into it. Obviously, Candace Owens, if you don't know who she is, she's this black conservative. She's not very bright, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Like, go look at her tweets. Like, your name comes up in the manifesto of a white nationalist who just murdered 50 people because of their religion. And your first tweet response is, LOL, leftist Democrats are so crazy. They're trying to blame this on me. You know, that's not the sign of a very bright person. I hate to break it to you. She believes global warming isn't real, not because of any research, because you can't trust scientists because the scientists are being bought and sold. So it's much better to just go with her gut feeling about these scientific matters. That's the kind of person Candace Owens is, okay? And all she really talks about is how black people need to vote conservative. You know, black people shouldn't be shamed into being Democrats. Black people need to vote conservative. That's all that she really talks about. So obviously, this little girl did not incite in a white dude who's an Australian. He's Australian. He's not from New Zealand. He's an immigrant to New Zealand. That did not inspire this guy to kill Muslims. It's all for the laws. So This is crazy, you know? When the internet came out, these websites like 4chan and forums and AOL Instant Messenger, and back when it was weird to be on the internet, you know, the internet culture was just online. You just joked around with your online buddies. It's crazy that, especially since Trump has been voted president, like, this online meme troll culture is seeding into real life. And what used to just be trying to be a freaking edgelord on the internet has now turned into literally a dude trying to be an edgelord in real life by killing people. This is crazy as hell. This is crazy. And if you go to any conservative forum or website or anything, you know, they try not to care about these things because they're like, well, you know, it's not, there are more Muslim terrorist attacks than white people attacking people because of their race and whatever. And they're trying to say, you know, in Nigeria the other day, 40 Christians were killed in a Muslim terrorist attack. Let me tell you, as a Nigerian, that's not news. It's absolutely tragic. That it doesn't I don't know, degrade the tragicness of it, but that happens like once a quarter. And here's the difference. You know, these conservatives are saying, well, what's the difference between that and this? Why are you all losing your mind over this when this one happens so frequently? Here's the difference. Because we're actually actively trying to do something about Muslim terrorism. We're actually trying to do something about it. We're actually trying to get rid of leaders of those movements. We're actively trying, like, militaries across the globe are actively trying to squash that issue. When it comes to white nationalism and the violence that ensues, there's no military trying to squash that. There's no protective force trying to take down leaders of that racist movement. That's the difference. That's why we're losing our minds, because it's not what we expect in our world, and we are not fighting against it, which means we don't know if it's going to happen again, and if it does happen again, we don't have any systems in place to handle it. That's why we're losing our minds. And I don't know how many more of these white nationalists need to kill people before it becomes an issue, and before news outlets start calling these guys what they are. There's Muslim terrorists. There are white nationalist terrorists. It seems like every year. And there's going to be more and more of them. I remember when I was in college, one of my good friends, she sent me this documentary, and she was like, Udoka, watch this documentary. And it was about neo-Nazism and the rise of white nationalists and these racists. And I was like, girl, like, this is crazy. Like, this is not going to be a thing. This is like a small subsection. And she was like, no, Udoka, like, in 20 years, there's going to be so many of these people, and they're going to be loud, and they're going to be proud. And I was like, really? No way. No way. No way. And here we are, less than 10 years after I watched that documentary. It's been less than 10 years that I watched that PBS documentary on the rise of white nationalism and neo-Nazism. And here we are. And it's been getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's becoming more and more and more acceptable. And it's an interesting time. I also watched a video that the guy said that inspired him to do the shooting. It was this video about how the birth rate, the birth rate of Europeans is 1.3 and the birth rate of Canadians is 1.6. But the birth rate of Muslims is 8.1, which means, you know, you can't repopulate a place, a culture, if the birth rate is less than 2.1. So if the white people are 1.3 and the Muslims are 8.1, the whole world is going to be dominated by Muslims. Oh my gosh. And I'm just kind of like, okay, and first of all, you didn't cite your sources. Second of all, why do I care? Why do I care? Why does it matter? Who cares? What culture? What culture? What are you talking about? Why is this an issue? What makes it an issue? Why should I give a crap? Why should I, as a citizen of the United States of America who identifies as black, who's from Nigeria, who, you know, has higher education degrees and wants to be an entrepreneur and live in a capitalistic culture, why should I give an F about whose birth rates are what? And I don't trust your statistics anyway. Why should I care? Why does that mean you need to kill 40 people? I don't understand. The video is gruesome. It wasn't just that he was spraying bullets. He was spraying bullets, and then he would go back to the same place that he sprayed bullets and just shoot each one individually a couple of times just to make sure he killed them. And then he would go down the street and aim down this way of the sidewalk and shoot, and then aim down this side of the sidewalk and shoot. And this one lady screaming, help me, and he shoots her. And then he's driving in his car and he tries to shoot through his window shield. Oh, that doesn't work. So he tries to shoot out that window at random, I'm assuming, brown people. I mean, those people were not in the mosque, so I'm assuming that he's assuming that if they're brown, they're Muslim, and he wants to kill them because white people passed by and he didn't shoot them. So, it's not a good video. I don't recommend watching it. Like, that video gave me anxiety. It gave me major anxiety, and it's made me feel like, okay, I need a concealed carry license, and I need to keep my car clean, so in the event of an emergency I can fit people in my car, and I need to have my bag with cash, a fully charged phone, a portable charger, and my keys on me at all times, and also know where all exits are, and be in top tip physical condition so I can escape and save people with me in the event that I ever become a part of a mass shooting like that. That is scary as F. That's a nightmare. It's the stuff of my nightmares. I literally have nightmares about that kind of stuff, and I just watched it. So it's crazy. I don't know what I don't know what the government and you know, security forces are going to do about this. Probably nothing. Like, they haven't done anything. Like, the trend is that we shouldn't do anything, so maybe we all just need to start learning how to fend for ourselves. I don't know. But let me know any insights that you have. Any thoughts that you have, please leave them down below. It's really important that we have these discussions because as citizens of whatever free democracy place that you live in, you get to vote for officials. And having an idea of what this is and knowing what you believe should be the solution can help you to make informed decisions when you vote officials into office. So please let me know your thoughts down below. I really appreciate them. Any links that you have to people with other insights or more insights, I would appreciate that as well. Even if you're of a different opinion, I love to hear the other side. So with that being said, guys, take good care of yourself and cherish your life while you still have it. With that being said, much love, much luck, guys. Peace out.